Speaking of ticket prices, as we were earlier, we got sent an email. Who is this from Adam? I'm an Australian. See, they even type with an accent. Hey, I'm an Australian. What date is this, Brian, that the type is so tiny? I'm trying to click on this, but they're coming to Australia. It's February, right? I don't see a date on it, but that's their big event.
February, correct.
Is this their big stadium event?
That is their Australian stadium event, Grand Slam, correct.
Okay, can you, since you're better at it than I am, can you Google-fy how much an Australian dollar equals in American dollars so that we can give our United States listeners some frame of reference for this, what we're going to talk about here?
The Australian dollar, one Australian dollar is equal to 68 United States dollars. Wait, that can't work.
What? No.
68 cents. So 68 cents equals $1 Australian.
Okay, that's about what Canada and the U.S. used to be back in the early 90s when they would pay us from the Toronto office. So every time we worked a Canadian event, we'd get paid in Canadian dollars, and it was worth like 2/3 of an American dollar. Which conversely is why the Hart family were living like fucking kings and farting through silk, because they earned most of their money in America and they would get paid in American dollars, and it was like $1.30 for every dollar when they went home to Calgary. But nevertheless, so help me do the math here. If the Australian dollar is worth about 2/3, then we're going to deduct a approximately 30% off of these ticket prices for the American mind to comprehend, right? So the all elite front row VIP package. Would you like to know what you get when you buy this one, Brian?
Yeah, what do you get?
You get one seat in the first row. It's first row ticket. And your own AEW branded folding chair to take home. You also get an exclusive inside the ring chat from AEW personalities and photo opportunities with an AEW star. And there's already an asterisk. Talent is subject to change and not announced in advance.
Say hello to Kip Sabian and the Dark Order, everyone.
And come in and chat with fucking,
Ishii
Aubrey
is ready
Ed.
for conversation.
Yes. And you get in the pre-show function with a 1-hour beverage package and light refreshments. So apparently they're going to put it, there's probably, depending on their ringside setup, there's 20 to 25 seats in the front row on each side. So you're talking 80 to 100 people. And they get in some room where they've set up the fucking Iron Brew or whatever they've got over there. Exclusive pre-show ring walk and a once-in-a-lifetime selfie photo next to the ring.
What's a ring walk? You get to actually walk in the ring?
They're going to let the people come early and walk down the aisle to the ring and then have their picture taken with their own fucking phone next to the ring.
I never heard that phrase before, a ring walk.
Well, that's because I don't know that anybody's ever done this before, because they're thinking, these fucking people in Australia, we've never been there. We're going to milk them for everything we can get, right? You get a $50 merchandise voucher or merchandise item, which is valid in all merchandise retail outlets within the venue on the day of the event. A commemorative event lanyard. We used to make those at Camp Mountain Lake. Lanyards, the fucking thing around your neck, and hard card. So they're making up the little pass, right? And with a string around it. This stuff, okay, a lanyard within a bag of them, that's 25 cents. Get the fucking thing laminated. You might have 50 cents in that. Letting them walk to the ring is free. They're taking the picture with their own phone. They've got $1 in that. Pre-show function, they rented the goddamn function room in the stadium, and they're going to buy some soft drinks.
Yeah, it said beverage package, and then it also said, what, soft refreshments. So that doesn't
With a
really...
a 1-hour beverage package and light refreshments.
Light
I don't know what
refreshments.
all you can drink in an hour. What is a 1 hour?
And if it's light refreshments, is it all you could drink soda?
I don't know, but early entry into the venue and merchandise stand access. So you could be the first one in line to spend more money with us.
Before we sell out of all the limited merch we brought, you get to go and buy it.
On-site VIP host to assist you with event day queries. Some production stooge that we're paying already anyway. So they have the chat with the personality and the photo opportunity. They have nothing in this, right? They have they've rented the party room. Otherwise, they've got $1 besides the ticket in this. It's all just taking people around where they're already going to be. $1,199.90 Australian.
Give me that one more time.
$1,199.90
is equal to $811.73 in America.
Well, there you go. So the front row tickets are $800 a piece. And I got to give it to them because the $50 merchandise voucher or merchandise item, it's a loss leader to try to get you to spend more money at the merchandise stand when they let you into it early. So they figured out a way that we'll goddamn give these people shit that it doesn't cost us anything.
All t-shirts are $40. Here's a $20 gift certificate. You have to spend money one way or another.
Yeah. Well, because think of it, is it $50? You take 30% off of that. So it's really like you're giving them $35 American. All right. So then they also, this is out of order. Then the next level down is reserved seat. Oh, and then you're taking home a folding chair. I'm sorry. Yes, also in that. So since they've bought hundreds of those cushions to go in those chairs, what can the chairs be? $20 if you're buying 500, maybe. Anyway, rows 2 through 4 is the premium reserved, and you get the chat, but apparently not the photo op. You get a pre-show function with a drink on arrival, light refreshments, and access to a private cash bar. Here's your own line that you can give us more money.
It's like Russia. What is that? You take your hard-earned money, we give you a place to spend it, and then you spend more, and we give you more ways to spend your money on us. It's ridiculous.
Yes. $50 merchandise voucher, commemorative event lanyard, hard card, early entry to the merchandise stand, and on-site VIP access or host to assist you. And that is $999.90. So we're talking what, about
$676.43.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Where's the party with Tony option?
Well, maybe we're getting there. We're getting there because we still got more VIP. So rows 5 through 8, you get the chair, an event lanyard and card, and the same production stooge to assist you. That's it. For $749.90. You know, I'm starting to think that front row ain't too bad of a deal, because now you're in row 8 for what?
$507. $507.31.
You're in the 8th row for $500. You get to take home the chair and a fucking lanyard. So I'm thinking the front row is probably the way to go here. And then the premium fan VIP package is you get a premium reserved seat in sections 324 to 319, early entry into the merchandise stand, $50 voucher, and commemorative lanyard, and VIP bar lanes. Get drunk quicker. As a matter, now here's what they've done here. That is $499.90. The people that are buying rows 5 through 8 in ringside for $749.90, they don't even get the $50 voucher.
This is $338.18.
Jesus Christ. All righty. And yeah, and I think that's the bottom that they've got talked about right. No. There's an add-on package. $439.80. You get entry to the meet and greet and backstage tour on Saturday morning. Snap a photo with some of your favorite AEW superstars. Behind the scenes tour.
Ambush them at the hotel. What is this?
But no, behind the scenes tour around the venue. This print is so small. So for another $439.80, whatever that works out to, you can go to the meet and greet and snap a photo of some of your favorite superstars. Talent is subject to change and not announced in advance. And have a tour of whatever around the venue.
How much is that one?
$439.80. You can add it on to these other things you've bought.
That's a $297.52 add-on.
Woo!
VIP packages are a way a lot of musicians make a killing on the road. A lot of companies like Live Nation make a killing on the road. Wrestling doing them, WWE does stuff like that. They've been doing giveaway chairs since like WrestleMania 10. That's the right thing to do. AEW is a challenger brand, as they always remind us. It shouldn't be the same things. It should be get fucked up with Tony Khan, $5,000 ringside ticket. Wander around with Moxley, $1,000. Like, it should be higher prices and crazier perks. But good perks. Perks that make the company different. I'm not even joking. It should be like when they had like, win a day to party with Van Halen. That's what it should be. Spend a night with Tony Khan.
No, I agree with you, but that's the thing, as you mentioned it earlier. Who's it going to be? Get your picture with a AEW superstar. Hey, meet Kip Sabian. They're not guaranteeing anyone or anything, and the things that they are telling you they'll give you cost them absolutely nothing. And like I said, it turned out the front row's probably the best deal. Because you're in up in the goddamn bleachers for $500, $600 if you added on the meet and greet.
I think they should jack the prices up and make it more unique. Like, be the referee for one match on the show. The referees are terrible. You wouldn't lose anything. You create a wonderful fan experience.
Maybe they can find somebody better to replace Knox.
Well, there you go. It can't be worse than that. That's the point. Any wrestling fan who watches wrestling can do better than that.
But that's, you know what? That may be their saving grace. Make themselves a fantasy camp for where the wrestlers or where the fans can come and interact with the supposed wrestlers, because then problem is you wouldn't be able to tell many of them apart. Who would they send out at the end of the thing? They might lose half their talent roster.
Are you one of the fans? Where are you from? No, I'm the TNT champion. What are you talking about? You know, I would like to see if anyone has it, just for comparison's sake. What did WWE charge in Germany, France, wherever it may be? What are their VIP packages and what are the costs?
Well, and I'm sure that, especially in France, because it was an indoor arena, and I think, or not France, but Germany just now, what I'm trying to say, it was an indoor arena, and they had 13,000 people, and it was sold out, so they were obviously high prices per head. But Tony and his merry band of pranksters are trying to run a stadium in Australia, which, as we said, then, traffic from across the border is limited in Australia to air travel. So, you're trying to draw from that specific population, which, yes, it is the first time ever, but we've also heard their television is not super strong in Australia. So point is, wouldn't you be trying to find a balance between, since he's not concerned about making a huge profit, it doesn't seem like anywhere else, find a balance between what they'll pay and what's kind of fair to get the most number of people in the building. And or then are the people right in the section above the VIP premium section 324 fans going to be paying $24.95 by the time that showtime comes around? Then isn't that going to cause some ill feelings? Why,
That's the conundrum. You want to be able to sell high-priced tickets to people with money. Everyone does that who tours, every sort of form of entertainment. But again, what we were talking about earlier, wrestling in a lot of ways has priced out the working class. And you don't see that anymore. So if AEW, for instance, goes to a town and they have situations like these Australian prices, if they can get people to sell out ringside with that, you still have to worry about getting more people in there than that. And that's where you have to wonder about the ticket prices and the marketing. WWE doesn't have to worry about getting a family. They just have to worry about getting people with disposable income.
Well, and there's so many of them because they're the worldwide, what was Vince said, the worldwide leader in sports entertainment. They're the worldwide brand now that's kind of acknowledged, and they're tied into the UFC, which has already been doing, international shit for years and years. And again, they're owned and operated by Hollywood now. So they're going to be able to get away with almost anything. But I'm just saying, when do the tickets go on sale? These are advertised, but I didn't see that the tickets are on sale date. When will we know what is going to?
That's a good question. Let me see if I can find out.
Because hold on. I lost my place here, but because it's screenshots is what I'm seeing of the fellow trying to buy these tickets, and it doesn't show me an on-sale date.
According to the AEW website, the date is February 15, 2025 for Grand Slam Australia. On-sale date coming soon.
So marinate on this for a while, and we'll tell you when you can buy them shortly for these prices. If I'm telling people that I'm selling and what they're going to have to pay, I want to be able to tell them exactly when they're going to be able to buy them at the same time, or sometimes that people's first blush changes. You see what I'm saying?
They're going to be in Australia. They just had break dancers with Will Ospreay. Should they book Ray Gunn?
Here's another. Well, there's another example of, would you be able to tell whether Ray Gunn was, came into the fucking prison or was just leaving? You don't know whether she was one of the show or one of the inmates. I can't believe they're not saying here, and they will be on sale at such and such date at such and such specific time. And here's what we got. Because then you know how to make a decision. Whereas if they're giving these, because the guy that emailed us was going like, Jesus Christ, I'd have to rob a bank to go here. If everybody's just sitting on, fuck, these goddamn high ticket prices, and don't know when they're going to be able to buy them, and if there's going to be what the other cheaper prices might be, if they just want to go and sit up in the nosebleed section, that gets people kind of rumbling in a bad way, doesn't it?
It could.
Well, anyway, that's how much it's going to cost you, ladies and gentlemen. Brian, are you saving up for that now? How are you going to start a Christmas account like they used to in the old days at the bank, put in $2 a week?
No, well, it would be a Hanukkah account for me, but no, I don't think this will be something I'll be saving up for. I don't plan to go to Australia for AEW, but I'll be watching it on TV.
Well, now maybe somebody out there in the audience that wants to go and they can't afford it right now, and maybe they're not setting up a Christmas account. You could win all the money gambling, couldn't you? And just take a wild trip over to Australia, to Brisbane?
Well, certainly the potential's there. If you were going to take your money and wager it, you could win, and you could win enough to fund a wonderful trip to Australia.
See, and that's what Vince McMahon used to say. You'll have the potential to make more money than you've ever made in your life working for me. And
Now let me take a shit.
and it depends on what you have to do to get it. But folks, you can win that money. You have the potential to do so with our friends at DraftKings, because all you've got to do before the nut cutting time comes shortly is download the DraftKings Sportsbook app, because the NFL, I understand that stands for the National Football League. Brian, is that correct?
That is correct. Very good.
Well, they are an official sports betting partner of the NFL, are our friends at DraftKings Sportsbook, and NFL Week 1 is here. This is the first week of however many weeks that the NFL does the things that they do, and they're playing the football all over the country. And a new season means new ways that you can win money by getting in on the action at the DraftKings Sportsbook. And all you've got to do is download the app now. And if you want to start out with something simple, a gateway bet. If you're a novice, just pick a player that's going to score a touchdown. And if that player scores a touchdown, you're going to win a bunch of fucking money. It's that easy, folks, and it almost never goes wrong. So right now, you can score big with DraftKings Sportsbook, the best place to bet touchdowns. You can download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use the code JCE. And if you do that, ladies and gentlemen, if you're a new customer, a novice, a virgin, if you will, at the art of DraftKings Sportsbook betting, when you bet $5, you're not only going to get $250 in bonus bets, you're going to get 1 month of NFL Plus Premium on them at no cost to you. You pay nothing. And Brian, everybody knows what NFL Plus Premium is, don't they?
That is indeed true. Thank you for putting me on the spot, Jim. In fact, you were just telling me all about it before the show. Why don't you tell it to the listeners?
Well, I'll tell you, it's the NFL, and it's even more than that, because that's why they plus it, and it's a premium thing that you normally have to pay for, but you will not pay for it now, because DraftKings will pay for it. When you bet $5 of your own money, they're going to give you $250 in bonus bets and a month of the NFL Plus Premium to enjoy and savor as all NFL fans would do. I would think that would be a fair statement, right? If you're a fan of the NFL, you want this premium stuff, don't you?
I think this would be a nice deal for any fan of the NFL, correct?
Well, and then you'll win some money so you can go to Australia and give it all to AEW.
There are no guarantees. There are no guarantees. We shouldn't make any guarantees.
Well, it's a guarantee. If you go to Australia, you're going to give some of your money to AEW, because they're charging you for drinks, they're charging you for tickets, they're charging you for all the merchandise. And DraftKings is pretty much your only hope of going and winning enough money to attend such a high-priced function. So if you want to be farting through silk, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to be shitting in tall cotton, well, then all you got to do is go and download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. Use the code JCE. New customers, $250 in bonus bets and the NFL Plus Premium for a month when you bet $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Brian, the crown is ours now, because we have spread that knowledge.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in New Hampshire, Oregon, and Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/ftball. NFL Plus Premium offer available only to new and former NFL Plus subscribers. Additional NFL Plus Premium terms at nfl.com/terms.
If you're a new customer or you're a former customer, well, I guess then that leaves out the people who are not ever going to be customers, right? That wouldn't be everybody.
I don't know, but of course, everybody has the opportunity with DraftKings. The crown is yours.
You got the opportunity to make more money than you've ever made in your life.
That's right, DraftKings, NFL Week 1. Bet on it with the official betting partner of the Jim Cornette Experience, DraftKings.